Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hope you are doing very well by the grace of Almighty Allah. This is Khaleda Akter, Assistant Teacher of Social Science, National Ideal English Version School, Teshi. So, my dear students of class 7, today I am going to take a class which is based on Bangladeshi Global Study, and today we will discuss about chapter 1 and chapter 2's selected CQs, and this is a revision class. So, dear students, let's go to the board to read out the STEM. From chapter 1, at first we will start. And from chapter 1, the creative question 1 we will discuss today, and from chapter 2 we will discuss the creative question 2. And now first one is the STEM. At first I will read. The people of Bahrampur started a movement being agitated with the long autocratic attitude and activities of their chairman. He never cared for anyone but some people around him. Other people made movement to establish their rights. The chairman employed all kinds of power in his hands and resorted to bloodshed. The strong unity, resistance against injustice and self-sacrifice of all the people gradually weakened his power. At one stage, the chairman was forced to resign. So this is the scenery. Actually, there is a chairman who is very powerful and who does not recognize the people behind his back, and he all the time supports his people and gives all the facilities to his people, and he just ignored the rest of the people of his locality. So that's why the people became so much movement oriented, and they tried to keep their to keep their unity so that they can resist the power of this chairman. So this is and at last after the trial, at one stage the chairman was forced to resign. So now, dear students, according to this STEM, we will discuss only C and D, questions C and D, because from the questions only C and D is related to the STEM, and the rest of the questions are not related to the STEM. So that's why we will discuss only this thing. As this is a revision class, we hope you all know the questions answer, and I will shortly try to make the answer of the question so that you can recognize and recall the answers properly. So the first one is, which movement of the people of East Pakistan is reflected in the movement of Bahrampur? Explain. So my dear students, you have to find out which movement of the people of East Pakistan is related or reflected in the STEM. So if you can memorize, if you have memorized all the history, so you can easily find out what is the story behind this. So the story is related with this STEM is mass uprising of 1969. So this will be mass uprising of 1969, when they were against the President Ayub Khan, because the President Ayub Khan was like the chairman. He was very much kind of his people, and he just all power was his hands and resorted to bloodshed. So that's why the people around this place, that means in East Pakistan, the people of East Pakistan make a strong unity to remove this president from the power. So that's why they gradually started to make a movement, and that time the students, the Chhatra League, the Chhatra Union, and the Jatiyo Chhatra Parishad, they all started a movement, and at one time in 20 January of 1969, police fired on the people, and a person named Asaduzzaman, who was a student of University of Dhaka, was killed, and that made their movement strong, because they became very much furious to make the person resign, and that's why after finally Ayub Khan resigned from the power. So this is the scenario is related, which is in the STEM. And number D, in the end of this question, we will try to discuss what are the result of Ayub Khan, who was in the power. So question number D is, the end of chairman of Bahrampur reflects the end of President Ayub Khan. Evaluate. We have to evaluate The end of chairman of Bahrampur reflects the end of President Ayub Khan. Yes, this is very true. The end of chairman Bahrampur reflects the end of President Ayub Khan. Yes, this is similar because the way the chairman was resigned, and this is the same way the Ayub Khan was resigned. So dear students, you have to write down through the relation with this stem, and you have to make a collaboration with your book and the stem also. So this will be the answer of this question. And now we will discuss about question number 2 from the chapter 2. The chapter number 2, and the name of the chapter is Cultural Diversity of Bangladesh. First one is creative question 2. The stem is Shanta belongs to a small indigenous family of Mymensingh. Antara went to Shanta's home along with her to pay a visit. So here Antara went to Shanta's home along with her to pay a visit. She saw that Shanta's father lived in her mother's house. When she went there, she found that Shanta's father lived in her mother's house. Shanta told her since she was the youngest daughter of their family, she would live in the house even after her marriage and inherit all properties. Once their community used to worship trees, sea, hills, etc. Now they watch televisions. Roads of their area have been developed. As members of their community are massively becoming educated, their food and clothing habits have changed. So in the rest of the part, the members of community is getting higher, and that's why they are becoming also educated, because they are becoming conscious, and their food habit and clothing habits are already changing. So this is the story in the rest of the stem, rest of the part of the stem. Now from this stem we will try to make the answer of question number C and D, because this is only related to the stem. And number C, to which indigenous group does Shanta belong? So dear students, we have to write in which indigenous group Shanta belong, and we have to explain in the light of the stem. So the answer is Garo community. Garo community. Shanta belong, or Garo indigenous group. The name of the group is Garo. In Garo family, this is used to say that, or this is the rules, or this is the culture of their family, that the people who are a member of Garo community, they have to, after their marriage, a person have to go to his wife's mother's house. That means they have to leave that place. So this is the answer, and according to this you have to write down Garo's community's explanation through your book. That means you have to take the help of your text so that you can make the answer. And number D, all indigenous group have changed like Shantas. Explain the statement. All indigenous group have changed like Shantas. Number D. Is it true? If you agree, you will write yes. If you don't agree, you will write no. Okay. So my dear students, in this question you have to discuss whether if this is true, we will write according to your statement or according to your opinion. If this is true, you have to write yes, or if this is not true, you have to write no. And now you have to explain why this is not true, because all the indigenous is not, are the indigenous have changed or not. So you have to make a clarification, or you have to make a statement. According to your statement, if this is yes, you have to say that yes, it has changed, because some of the people of Garo community have taken or have moved to Christian religion, and they are abiding the Christian rules and regulations, and they are, according to the Christian regulations culture, they are maintaining all the things. So the structure has changed of their lifestyle. So some of the people have changed, but most of the people have not changed. But if we say as a whole, we have to say that as a community started a long time ago, so the starting culture does not prevail, because day by day our cultures is changing. So the culture has changing, and that's why all the indigenous culture has changes, and it will be changing day by day. So this is the answer of the question. And dear students, you have SW, and SW number is 15. The SW is question number 1. CQ1 from CQ1 A and B. I have not given the answer of A and B because I know you know the answers, so you will write it yourself, and in our previous classes we have provided the answers properly, so you can take the help of that answers also. So my dear students, hope you have understood today's topic. This is all for today. See you to the next class. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz.